Hello, I'm Edquarters and today we're going to be looking at me. A bit of self-indulgence / deprecation does us all good once in a while and I feel like I'm well due a session. So, on with the show! As some of you may have noticed, I've been a bit quiet these last couple of months. How time flies when you're not recording, editing and uploading videos, huh? Whoops. Well, anyway, I've been off the grid for a while. How I ever got on the grid in the first place is a mystery, but I've been missing the old gal. Praise the grid, long live the grid, may its reign last forever. Well, enough of that. Long story short, I was approaching my 1-year anniversary of joining the microcosm that is YouTube, and I took a long, hard look at what I've been dabbling in recently, and where I wanted to take the channel in the future. It was such a deep period of thought that it looks like I forgot to do videos for a couple of months. Now, in my defense, deep thought and life decisions are heavy stuff, and the cogs in my brain take a few weeks to spin up to speed, let alone process anything resembling insight. Regardless, I stand before you today. Well, I stand behind a screen for you today to say that I'm back and we're going to be shooting off in a new and exciting direction. Before all that though, I should probably do the channel justice and do a potted history for all of you. I started the channel essentially on a whim, a place to do some improvised skits, oh Nitman, those halcyon days, and to highlight some indie games that I found interesting, all the while entertaining some of you out there, and with some plans to do some deeper stuff, later on. At least that was the goal. To start with, I was inexperienced. I grappled with video editing software and laughed nervously when I realised the entire video series had gone up with out-of-sync audio. I tinkered with my fantastic setup, getting just the right amount of tinniness and poor quality sound. Even at this point, I settled into patterns. I did a series of abridged E3 presentations, cut down and voiced over for added hilarity. I assure you that they're not shoddy. Well, okay, maybe a little bit, but it was early days and I had good intentions. I did short, odd sketch things on Rise of the Tomb Raider, along with a more traditional Let's Play of Abzu. Hell, I even dabbled with the Rockstar editor in Grand Theft Auto to put together some scenes and stuff. Fast forwarding a little and I got a bit more comfortable with myself, both in terms of editing and just generally being able to speak without descending into unintelligible grunts every couple of minutes. Couple this with my new actual microphone and I looked golden. Now what to actually do with my newfound sense of bravado and sultry tones? Traditional Let's Plays, of course. I get to play games and have fun freewheeling and improvising over the top of them. I could do series and one-offs on smaller indie games. The world was my bivalve. I could still do the occasional deep dive, focus on a game that wouldn't fit the format, but for now, this would be my bread and butter. If I ever came up with a neat new idea, I could just get to work on that. Easy as, right? However, I fell into a holding pattern. I got my schedule running like a well-oiled machine with only the occasional hitch. I was able to get out 1 or 2 videos a day, and these weren't rushed jobs. I felt proud of them. My commentary had improved considerably, and the speed with which I could edit and get them out the door had increased leaps and bounds since the early days. However, there was a growing sense of unease as I realised what this meant for me. I'd always wanted my channel to have scripted, in-depth discussions of game design, criticism, analysis and all that jazz at some point down the road, but I'd always pushed that wish to the wayside. I'll do that later, I told myself. I'd probably be awful at writing a script. Where would I even start? The regular Let's Plays were a known quantity on the other hand, but they still took time to make and so the cycle continued. Eventually, a few different things came to a head in my life and I made a clean break. I went cold turkey. I stopped. I didn't handle this in the best possible way, I admit to that. One day, out of the blue, I went radio silent, and I'd like to take this opportunity now to both apologise to everyone and thank all of you who stuck with me, especially to those that reached out to see that I was doing okay. I'm not dead. I took this break with the intention of having a go at a scripted analysis video to see how it went, but it seems I misjudged my own inertia once I exited the hamster wheel of regular Let's Plays. My fear of the unknown was stronger than I imagined, but now, a couple of months down the line, I've managed to overcome that and get a video done. I even managed to finish it just in time for my 1-year anniversary. Well, Alright, you got me. I even missed that by a little bit, but you'll forgive me a week, right? So thank you for bearing with this ramble. The first video of Edquarters 2.0, Rebooted and Resuited, should be out shortly, focusing on the design and themes of Puzzle 'em Up, The Witness. After that, I don't know how long the period will be between videos, but I can safely say that they probably won't be daily. So here's to a new adventure, and here's to you, the wonderful people that take the time to humour me. So strap in. It's going to be a wild ride.